Good morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Hope everybody had a safe and good weekend. Certainly, the heat picked up yesterday here in Chicago. We have a break for a couple of days, and then Wednesday and Thursday, the heat comes back. After that, the temperatures will drop back to normal, but not a lot of rain in the 2-week forecast for much of the Midwest. This week, we've got Pro Farmers Crop Tour. Historically, they've been maybe 2 to 3 bushels below the final U.S. Soybean yield, and we'll check and see if the pod counts are down from average. In the corn, last year they estimated a corn yield around 168. The final number was 173. So there might be a tendency for them to come out with a corn yield a little bit lower than what the final might be. The big question mark is ear weight. Does this hot temperatures reduce the ear weight as we get into harvest? We won't know that until October, because in September they use an average ear weight over the last few years. Soybeans up about 22 cents, meal up 7. Soybean oil tested 65 cents a pound, which is pretty strong resistance. Corn's up 3, but 10 cents off the overnight high, and wheat's down about a penny. Also, about 10 cents off of the overnight high. First of all, we saw that we were going to rally because of this weather condition this week, dry and hot across the Midwest. We're also hearing of maybe reduced crops in India because of a lower monsoon, and talks that they may import higher numbers of veg oil and wheat. Black Sea continuing to see drone attacks on Moscow. They shut down one of their airports temporarily, and the fighting continues on the ground. So we're not quite sure of the outlook for Ukraine exports, although despite the war, August Russia exports of wheat was a record 5 million metric tons. We've seen some people, as far as the S&Ds are concerned, raise the old crop soybean S&D 10 million bushels due to lower export number. For next year, they've got a yield just below 51, and actually have to carry out 10 million bushels below the USDA due to a higher crush. In the corn, they've added 50 million bushels to the 22-23 carryout, and this due to lower domestic usage. We also note that they increased next year's carryout by 80 million bushels, partly because of a lower export number. Still using a 175 corn yield right now, and we'll see what the USDA has to say in September. From a wheat standpoint, up 20 million bushels from the USDA for 23-24 due to lower domestic usage. Outside markets, you've got a stock market trying to bounce higher after the recent losses, and we've got the dollar lower and crude higher.